Musk has always, both raised caution and sort of pushed the boundaries of AI forward in his work. So he's spoken out a number of times about how we should be careful. He even said that he could potentially launch a ChatGPT competitor at some point. So I guess I'm not surprised to hear the concerns, but in this case, again, I think for Tesla in particular, the opportunity is really in robotaxi. And we're actually seeing early signs that autonomous driving is already safer than humans. So at Tesla's Investor Day, they released the accident rate per million miles driven in the full self-driving beta software for the first time. If you adjust that rate for city streets, because up until the most recent release, that's really where the FSD beta software worked, is on city streets. It would suggest that a Tesla in FSD is roughly 5 times safer than a Tesla driven by...
Through his work, Elon Musk has always, cautioned people and sort of pushed the bounds of artificial intelligence. He has therefore made several statements emphasizing the need for caution. He also hinted that at some point he would introduce a rival chat app to Chut. I suppose that's why I'm not shocked to learn of the worries. However, in this instance, once again, I believe that Tesla, in particular, has a genuine opportunity with robot taxis, and we're already witnessing early indications that autonomous driving is already safer than human driving. Thus, the accident rate per million miles driven in the whole self-driving data program was first disclosed at Tesla's Investor Day. A Tesla NFS is reportedly 5 times safer than a Tesla driven by today if you modify that rate for city streets, which is where the FSD beta software truly worked up until the most current release. As we uncovered the mysterious dance between autonomous vehicles and the financial landscape, we're heading into uncharted territory. Prepare to be engrossed as we interpret ARK's forward-thinking forecasts, analyze Tesla's calculated actions, and sketch the company's future prospects. So seize the opportunity to take a virtual ride on this thrilling journey into the heart of innovation. But before we go any further, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Welcome to Tesla Stock News. Fasten your seatbelts, you're in for an exciting trip. ARK Invest recently released its most recent research report for 2024, which is jam-packed with creative concepts. Similar to past years, a noteworthy feature centers on the revolutionary effect of robot taxes on transportation, implying that Tesla may command a large portion of the market. The study investigates the potential intersections between robotaxis and Tesla's Optimus Bots business model, which has great promise for the industry's interesting development. Imagine this: point-to-point transportation could be revolutionized by autonomous ride-hailing. Travel back in time to 1871, when a mile in a horse-drawn carriage cost a hopping $1.70. In 1934, after the Model T era, the cost per mile plummeted to a meager 7 cents. The worst part is that, ever since, it has stabilized at about 70 cents per mile. Forever, ARK Invest foresees a revolutionary development. Autonomous taxis combined with electrified cars might reduce fares to as little as 25 cents per mile by 2030. Isn't that an ambitious goal? But even if it takes a little longer, let's say till 2035, the effects will still be enormous. In just a few short years, we could cut our lifetime transport costs in half. Let's speak about numbers now. Presently, there are about 20 cities where robotaxis transport passengers at an annualized pace of about 2 million. Though impressive, it's minuscule in comparison to the annual trillions of miles driven. With 1.5 to 1.6 million kilometers, Wu leads the group in China. Whale is next with about 0.5 million miles. Look to the left to see this information. The twist is in the autonomous miles ran rate. This is not your average taxi ride. Miles are tracked automatically, much like in Tesla's fully autonomous mode. And who's speeding ahead? Guess. Yes, Tesla, with an astounding 710 to 720 million miles driven on their own each year. Tesla is in a strong position. The successful implementation of autonomous robo-taxi services necessitates the surmounting of technological and regulatory obstacles. According to ARK's statistics, Tesla provides a significantly safer alternative than other cars on the road thanks to its full autonomous driving capabilities and human oversight. According to the data, cars like Cruise, which are due to be shut down, only traveled 43,000 miles before getting into accidents, most of which were on surface streets. Due to the simpler driving environment, Tesla performs noticeably better, particularly on highways. On the other hand, Waymo, which is only available in a few places, claims safety ratings more than twice as high as the average for human drivers in the country. Teslas operated by people and with integrated safety systems perform better than both Waymo and traditional cars. The most impressive statistics, however, concerns Tesla's complete autonomous driving on surface streets, which averages 3.2 million miles per collision, a startling 16 times safer than the national average. This emphasizes why Tesla is the safest car on the road, especially when safety is the top priority. Furthermore, by 2030, switching to electric and driverless vehicles might potentially reduce the major health risks associated with petrol emissions from regular automobiles, saving about 10,000 deaths yearly in the United States alone. Large language models and generative AI have the potential to speed robotics breakthroughs, which is a breakthrough for 2024. The model that stands out in this instance is Eureka, denoted by the purple bar. It is able to grasp tasks instantaneously without previous instances and requires very little operator input. In many fields, Eureka matches or even outperforms humans on the range of tasks displayed on the right. This is a big step forward, showing that robotics integrated with existing technologies can perform duties just as well as, if not better than, human workers. Now let's go back to a slide from the Big Ideas in 2023 presentation from last year. According to its predictions, autonomous ride-hailing has the potential to create a transportation sector worth a stunning $1 trillion by reducing the cost per mile and enabling consumers to switch from owning personal vehicles to more cheap autonomous ride-hailing. The possibility of higher utilization soars. The market is seen in the graph expanding further as the cost per mile decreases from its present $2 to $4 per mile to a $1 trillion market at $1 per mile. By 2030, RK expects to have accomplished this, signaling a significant change in the dynamics of transportation that might upend the entire environment. When we go in close to the core of the issue, we come across a crucial slide. It emphasizes that the majority of profits in this sector might be earned by snatching up the first 50% of urban autonomous miles. As the graph illustrates, the person who leads the first half of ride-hailing cars in cities will make almost 80% of the profits. With its large fleet manufacturing capacity and upcoming low-cost robo-taxi-ready cars, Tesla is well positioned to lead this critical stage. If Tesla can capture a sizable amount of this initial market share, it might have access to a sizable portion of the revenue pool, roughly 80% of it, leaving late entrants with only a small portion of the earnings. Tesla has a big edge because it was the pioneer in the field of driverless vehicles. Tesla distinguishes itself in the industry with cutting-edge hardware and software built into their cars, as well as unmatched production capabilities. In comparison to Tesla, other competitors such as BYD are superior in mass production, but not as advanced in autonomous software development. Turning now to the effect on the vehicle loan market, traditional automakers should take note of the following news. The graph indicates an impending catastrophe by highlighting the rising rates of delinquency for both prime and subprime vehicle loans. According to ARK's analysis, which is based on Wright's equation, costs for electric vehicles should drop by between 24 to 28% when manufacturing doubles. The $1.6 trillion in auto loans associated with gas-powered cars could be in jeopardy due to the continuous trend of EV cost reductions. Gas-powered vehicles lose value quickly, therefore financial institutions, including banks and the financial divisions of traditional automobile dealers, face significant risks. Interest rates are rising. Lenders may suffer losses if borrowers fail to make loan payments. The financial infrastructure supporting the auto sector is seriously threatened by this change.